Welcome back to the Fiscal Axiom. Look, you did everything right. You got the degree, you grinded through the unpaid internships, you climbed the corporate ladder until you finally hit that magic number, $250,000. In 1990, that salary put you in the top 1% of earners. It meant a vacation home, early retirement, and zero stress. But welcome to 2026. Here is the brutal reality nobody talks about. According to the latest financial data closing out 2025, over 1/3 of Americans earning $250,000 a year are currently living paycheck to paycheck. They have zero emergency savings. They are one layoff away from insolvency. And they are currently trapped in the most dangerous financial optical illusion in history. We call it the high earner poverty trap. And if you feel broke while making six figures, you aren't crazy. You are a victim of what economists are starting to call Stagflation Lite. See, the headline inflation numbers might say 3%, but your lifestyle inflation is running at double digits. Think about it. We used to say $75,000 was the happiness plateau. That was the point where more money didn't make you much happier. But that was 2010. If you adjust for the core CPI realities of 2026, I'm talking housing, childcare, and insurance, you now need roughly $246,000 to replicate the lifestyle that $75,000 bought you 15 years ago. So if you're making $250K today, congratulations, you have achieved the purchasing power of a mid-level manager from 2010. But it gets worse, because unlike that manager in 2010, you are carrying a backpack of structural debt that didn't exist back then. Wall Street has a name for you. You are a Henry, high earner, not rich yet. This term used to be a marketing demographic for luxury brands. Now, it's a diagnosis. Let's look at the math, because the biggest lie you've been sold is that $250,000 is a lot of money. Let's take a couple living in, first, the tax man comes, federal, state, FICA. In 2026, depending on where you live, that's easily $85,000 gone instantly. You are left with $165,000. Now, you're responsible. You max out your 401k because everyone told you to. That's another $23,000 gone. Net pay, $142,000. That's roughly $11,800 a month. Sounds great, right? $11,000 a month is a lot of cash. But enter the 2026 housing reality. If you bought a home in the last 3 years, you aren't paying a 3% mortgage. You are paying 6.2%. On a modest $800,000 home, which gets you a fixer-upper in these cities, your mortgage, property tax, and insurance is now $5,800 a month. You have $6,000 left. Got 2 kids?
The average cost of childcare in major U.S. cities hit $1,800 per child in 2025. That's $3,600. You have $2,400 left. Student loans? The average Henry household has advanced degrees. That's $1,000 a month. Car payments? Insurance? Utilities? Groceries that are up 40% since 2020? By the 25th of the month, the account is empty. You are earning $250,000, but your liquidity is zero. This is the Henry crisis. You are asset poor, cash heavy. You aren't buying Lamborghinis. You are buying survival in a zip code that requires a $300,000 entry fee. But the reason you are broke isn't just the math. It's something darker. It's a phenomenon called the Hamster Wheel Effect. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. It works like this. You get a promotion. Your salary jumps from $150K to $250K. For exactly 3 months, you feel rich. But then, your baseline shifts. The Toyota Camry that was perfectly fine suddenly feels unsafe or outdated compared to your colleagues' Rivians. The gym membership at $50 a month feels crowded, so you switch to the luxury club for $300. You stop cooking because your time is now too valuable, so you order Uber Eats Premium every night. By month 6, your expenses have expanded to fill every inch of your new income. You are running faster, but you haven't moved an inch. And in 2026, this effect is deadlier than ever because of the service economy trap.
You might notice that buying a 4K TV is cheaper than ever. That's goods deflation. But high earners don't go broke buying TVs. They go broke buying services. Childcare, private education, elderly care, home maintenance. These costs have outpaced general inflation by double. So a $300,000 income today feels like $100,000, not because you are buying too many avocado toasts, but because the infrastructure of a middle-class life has become a luxury good. But let's stop blaming the economy for a second. We need to talk about the enemy in the mirror. We are living in the era of status maintenance. For the modern high earner, spending isn't just about utility, it's about signaling. If you earn $250K, you feel pressure to signal that you belong to the $250K club. You prioritize visibility over solvency. You choose the immediate social reward of the $8,000 family vacation to Tulum over the invisible, boring reward of putting that $8,000 into a Vanguard index fund. Why? Because nobody likes a screenshot of your brokerage account, but everyone likes the photo of you on the yacht.
We have a generation of high earners who are rich on Instagram, poor in the bank. And this creates the golden handcuffs. You need that high-stress 60-hour-a-week job just to service the debt of the lifestyle that the job requires you to maintain. You cannot quit. You cannot pivot careers. You cannot take a sabbatical. You are a slave to the paycheck you worked so hard to get. So, how do we stop the car? How do we escape the trap? Step 1 is the Service Detox. You cannot out-earn a bad burn rate. For 30 days, I want you to cancel the convenience economy. Cook your own food, clean your own house, cancel the premium gym, and run outside. Why? Not just to save $1,000, though that helps, but to reset your dopamine baseline. You need to feel the friction of labor again. This breaks the hedonic adaptation cycle. Step 2 is the fake pay cut. Parkinson's law states that spending expands to fill the income available. If you see $11,000 in your checking account on the first of the month, your brain will find a way to spend $11,000. You need to force scarcity. Go to HR, split your direct deposit, send 20% minimum straight to a brokerage account that you do not check. It never hits your checking account. It never exists to you. Force yourself to live on the remaining 80%. It will be painful for 3 months. You will feel poor. Good. That pressure will force you to innovate, to cut the fat, and to prioritize. Finally, redefine rich. In 2026, looking rich is easy. Being rich is hard. Real wealth is what you don't see. It's the car you didn't buy, the first-class ticket you didn't book. True status isn't a Rolex on your wrist. True status is the ability to wake up on a Tuesday morning and say no to a meeting because you have enough FU money to not care. The trap of the high earner is thinking that your income is your net worth. It isn't. Your income is just a stream of water. Your net worth is the reservoir. Stop drinking from the stream and start filling the damn dam. If you are watching this and earning 6 figures, you have won the lottery of birth. Don't blow it because you are too busy trying to impress people you don't even like. $250,000 is only the new $75,000 if you let it be. Control your spending, ignore the status games, and buy your freedom back. This is the Fiscal Axiom, and class is dismissed. Don't fall into the trap. The content in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only and does not constitute professional financial advice. Please consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions.